this kind of crowd, I get to use the hammer. I'd like to welcome everyone out tonight. We will now call the Hawkins County Board of Education Board meeting to order, this being March 7th, 2024 at 6:03 p.m. At this time, I'd like to recognize Ms. Shedden during our moment of silence, and we'll take that now.
If everyone could bow their heads, please, and we will remember our loved employee, Alita Gladson, who unexpectedly passed away. Alita was loved by everyone. She had been in the transportation department for 30 plus years and wore a lot of hats. She was not only a bus driver, but our assistant transportation director, along with so many other roles that she played for us. Because of her dedication and commitment, 2 children are still living today. She made sure they were buckled in, and because of her, those 2 children are still alive. So we would like to remember her for a moment for her service to our county. Thank you.
Thank you. You may be seated. Well, if it's okay with the board, before we're going with the pledge, would it be okay to, right after the pledge, to do the recognitions? Yes. No problem with that? Okay. All right. Now, it gives me great honor to bring up Joseph Rogers Primary School to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And when you're done, you can stay up to be recognized.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I guess we can sit down now.
Mr. Chairman, at this time we're going to recognize Joseph Rogers Primary again. This is their leadership group, and their principal, Tiffany Floyd, will tell us a little bit more about what they've been working on.
Okay, we are very honored to be here tonight. Like Dr. Bailey said, I'm Tiffany Floyd. This is my first year as principal at Joseph Rogers Primary School, and it's been a wonderful start of a career, and mostly in part to this leadership team you see tonight. At the end of last year, our faculty leadership team decided we wanted to implement a student-led leadership team. And their first grade teachers nominated them based on characteristics: kind, caring, hardworking, dedicated to be better, and to just be really good students. So I'm really proud of them, and one of our main goals was to make sure that it was student-led. So in just a little bit, they're going to tell you some of the amazing things that they've accomplished this year at our school. And I want to introduce them to you, and then I'll let them take over. Starting at the end, we have Easton Wolford, Liam Bagalki, Lacey Hamby, Creed Foster, Kimber Rasmussen, Kyler Ball, Sophia Taylor, Emery Unroe, and Madeline Ely. We have 2 members that couldn't be with us tonight, Keely Goins and Alana Carroll. So they're going to share with you some things that we do around our school at Joseph Rogers.
I'm a proud member of the 2nd grade leadership team at JRP. I love how we help our teachers and friends around the school with different things.
To be a leadership team member, we have to be kind and caring to all. We show our kindness by welcoming new students to JRP and by thinking of ways we can help make our community a better place.
Throughout the year, we might meet with Mrs. Floyd to decide things we can do to help out. Like in February, we made Valentine's Day cards for members of the nursing home. We want the community to see how much we care about them.
I also love how we help people. In November, we helped organize a hygiene drive for the resource center. This activity helped people get shampoo, soap, toothbrushes, and other things.
By showing the community how much we care, it shows that even 2nd graders can make a difference. As a team, we are also showing our school how much we care by doing things like reading to younger students during Read Across America.
One thing I love about our school are our teachers. They work every day to make learning fun, and they always show us how much they care.
At JRP, I love that everyone makes new students feel welcome. As a leadership team member, it's important that we greet each other with a smile or a kind word. Our team is great at this. I love how everyone is friendly at JRP and that we have some to socialize with our friends and build relationships with our teachers. We are like one big family at JRP. I like JRP because we get to be at schools that I love. I know that we are all proud to be a 2nd grade leadership team member.
Thank you, Joseph Rogers, 2nd grade. Thank you, Ms. Floyd. Our next recognition, we want to recognize our reward schools. Hawkins County has 2 reward schools. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what it takes to become a reward school. Each year, we do the testing, and it goes through all the analytical processes, and then we get information back. So, through that testing, schools are eligible for 4 types of designations. And of course, being a reward school is looking at one of the top designations in the state. There are over 1,700 public schools in Tennessee, and about 400, around 400, were recognized as reward schools. Now, what it takes to become a reward school, what does the state look at? They look at the proficiency levels, which is the achievement of the students. They look at accelerating student learning, or looking at the growth. The state also looks at attendance, student attendance. So you hear us talking, or you'll hear from schools, or you hear us talking about chronic absenteeism. If the student's not at school, of course, they can't learn. So we're working on having kids at school as much as we can. Also, preparing students for post-secondary success. We look at the graduation rate, and we look at our ready graduates, and supporting students who have English as a second language. Now, with these indicators, they're weighted. 60% of the indicator measures all the students in the school that are taking the TCAP, and 40% of that weight comes from students who may experience some barriers in their education, such as students coming from poverty or students who may be served in special education.
So to be recognized as a reward school, the school must demonstrate high levels of performance and improvement by meeting annual measurable goals on those indicators that I just talked about. So we're going to do this in alphabetical order. So Carter's Valley, could you tell me?
Dr. Bailey, thank you. A little taller than Tiffany. I'll move up here.
I'll turn it up.
Dr. Bailey, thank you so much. First of all, I want to say thank you to the board for having us tonight and recognizing us for the hard work that they've put in. I am blessed with an incredible faculty and staff. There's no doubt about that. They have worked incredibly hard the last year. We set 3 core values when we started. We called them the 3 C's of Carter's Valley. We wanted to focus on commitment, communication, and collaboration. We've added in a 4th C now because we finally get to celebrate as well. So this is the celebration of the 4th C. With those 3 C's, though, we really focus on, we've got a commitment to excellence, and we really looked at that through precise communication and intentional collaboration. And our focus in the past 2 years have been around the PLC process, looking at intentionally collaborating so that our entire school is working together to make sure that every student has the opportunity to learn at the highest levels. We are blessed with some dedicated professionals that took that and have ran with it to the extreme. They have taken that commitment. I say often, they're as committed as Wile E. Coyote was to chasing the Roadrunner down. Like, they are determined it's going to happen. And we are blessed with that for sure. So thank you so much for recognizing us, board, and we hope to see you again here next year for the same recognition.
Picture. Get in there, Mr. Stockton. All right, tall people in the back. I'm going to try and get a high point of view so I can see everybody. Okay, that should do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Carter's Valley. Congratulations.
Dr. Bailey?
Yes.
Would it be possible after you finish with the recognition of these schools is to take both of them outside and get a group picture of both of these schools and an individual of each school and then a group? Could we make that happen?
Wayne says yes. We can make that happen.
Nobody leave yet. You don't mind if we do that? Okay.
All right.
Chris, you just have them meet me right here,
Yes.
right outside these doors.
Okay.
Okay, the next school that we would like to recognize as a reward school, Mount Carmel Elementary. We have their principal, Amy Glass, who is going to talk to us a little bit about the work that the teachers at Mount Carmel and Amy did to receive this recognition.
Thank you, Dr. Bailey. It is with great honor that I get to stand beside these individuals daily. They work endlessly, tirelessly, each and every single day. They collaborate without asking to be collaborative. They vertically plan every event that happens in our building, from the smallest children that enter at 3 years old to the big kids that exit at age 10. The biggest compliment I can get as a school is when parents come in who have moved from other districts or other states and said they've never seen an environment quite like this. So they create a little bit of magic each day for our children. They want to come to school. They love our school, and who wouldn't want to be in a classroom full of teachers like this? So I just it's such an honor to work beside them, and I thank them for all they do. They're amazing.
While they're getting pictures, I just would like to
On three. 1, 2, 3.
let everyone know this is the 7th recognition since 2011-2012 that Mount Carmel has received as being in 2013, and I was still here then. They got to celebrate being one of 3 schools that was a score finalist. So what that means is they were one of the top 3 schools in the state that had high achievement scores. So they've got quite a record, and we're proud. We're proud of both of our schools. So thank you so much.
And we're very proud of her as well. So we're going to give a little shout out to her.
Now, if you out this door. Out that way.
Is from Volunteer High School Health Science Department, Carrie Masters, and I'm going to invite up Seth Roden, who is going to talk a little bit about that accomplishment.
Good evening, Lord. Thank you for the opportunity to come up and introduce a rock star teacher that we have at Hawkins. Her name is Carrie Masters. Can't begin to say enough. I do want to drop just a super pump up for her, but we did some walkthroughs a couple months back, and I was able to accompany that walkthrough with the Corps office. And one of the ladies from the Corps office even made the comment after we left Ms. Masters' room that we need to have new teachers visit her classroom to see the good that comes out of there. With classroom management, hands-on, project-based learning, everything she's doing is top-notch. So I can't speak well enough for her, and I know her students are blessed to have her. So without further ado, Ms. Carrie Masters from Volunteer High School.
Thank you and good evening. It's always an honor for me to be here to celebrate the accomplishments of my nursing education class. This was the first class to return to Churchill Healthcare and Rehab to complete their required 40 clinical hours since COVID-19 began. Their love and dedication to providing quality care to all of their residents was exemplified while there. It made me proud. Each of them worked tirelessly this semester to achieve their goal on becoming certified nursing assistants. Our clinical days started at 5:45 a.m. and exhaustion had a whole new meaning to them. A quick cute story related to that. On our second day of clinical, we arrived at 5:45 a.m. and one of these sweet students, I won't mention her name, tells me that she actually returned to the nursing home the night before after our morning rotation. I was a little confused, so she explained that she fell into a deep sleep after school because we were all exhausted, woke up at 6, thought she was late for clinicals, rushed to get in her scrub, reported to the nursing home, only to discover that it was 6 p.m. on the same day. This is just one of the many real-life lessons that we all learned this semester. So now I'd like to take a moment to introduce each of them to you and brag on them. Please step forward when I say your name. Lakin Ball, CNA, will be attending East Tennessee State University where she plans to major in nursing. Elise Bowes, CNA, will be attending East Tennessee State University where she plans to major in nursing. Elise has already accepted a CNA position with Ballad Health at JCMC. Alyssa Fields, CNA, has been accepted to the University of Tennessee and East Tennessee State University. Although she is undecided where she will attend, Alyssa plans to major in nursing. Jaden Gambrell will be attending Walter State Community College where she plans to major in nursing. Alyssa Gent will be attending Lincoln Memorial University where she plans to major in nursing, and she will also be running track and cross country at LMU. Alyssa has accepted a position with Ballad Health at Holston Valley as a CNA. Hannah Kramer, CNA, will be attending Tennessee Tech University where she plans to major in nursing. Rachel Mohammed, CNA, is currently undecided where she will attend her post-secondary schooling. Caitlin Pearson, CNA, has been accepted to Milligan College and Rebecca Nazarene University. Although she is undecided where she will attend, she plans to major in nursing. Caitlin is employed as a CNA providing in-home care currently. Haley Russell, CNA, will be attending Covenant College where she plans to major in pre-med, and she will also be playing softball for Covenant College. Jordan Sizemore, CNA, is not able to be with us this evening, but she will be attending Walter State College where she plans to major in nursing. Carlinda Umbarger, CNA, will be attending Walter State College where she plans to major in nursing. Carlinda is currently working as a CNA at Ballad Health at Holston Valley location. Emma Wiggins, CNA, has been accepted to Tusculum University and East Tennessee State University. Although she is undecided where she will attend, she plans to major in nursing. So I just want to take a moment to congratulate you for all of your hard work and dedication. It truly was this semester. I'm always amazed at the end of the semester when they say they're going to miss this class because it is relentless. And you guys have put in the hard work and deserve to be celebrated. Congratulations.
Okay, everybody look at me and smile. On three. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Gotcha.
Congratulations, volunteers. We have some STEM winners with us tonight, and we're going to introduce those. If we could have Cody Roten and her teacher, Morgan Winston. Each month, the Oak Ridge Institute for Science and Education hosts a STEM competition for students. Monthly competition involves different areas of STEM and students across the country who are able to explore the world around them while competing for some pretty cool prizes. In November, Cody competed in the Fact Finding Contest, which challenged students to explore their STEM interests and ask the question of, why does this work? After the question was identified, Cody had to research and find the answers to her questions and create a video documenting her journey from curiosity to answer. Cody created her very own version of Fact Finders, a kids show, to answer her questions. And her questions were, what is the earth made of, and where do mountains come from? So Cody, congratulations on winning the STEM competition. We're very proud of you. And Miss Winston, I know you love having Cody in your class. So, all right. STEM competition winners from Bulls Gap School. So Sharon Southern, there she is. So she's going to tell us about Bulls Gap School's winners.
You stole all my thunder and explaining everything. I believe it was a year ago that I stood up here and I said, I'll be back. Well, guess what? I'm back. I'm back. We have started, this is our second year of our STEM, and we entered the ORISE competition, and Dr. Baylor just read off everything and just stole my thunder, but that's okay. The students had to research the mechanics behind the STEM phenomenon, and they created a video in which they identified something in a STEM field that they wanted to understand, and then they showed what they learned. The competition was open to any student in the United States. They give away 3 awards, and good old Bulls Gap got 2 of them. Next year we'll get all 3 of them again. 3 winners, like I said, were selected in grades 6 through 8. And for her project, we have Gabby Johnson, 7th grade, and her project was investigating the question of why dairy cows produce more milk than beef cows. Who would have thought? And our other winner was Tyler White, and he researched why onions make you cry. And each student won, for cows and onions, won an iPad mini, an Apple Pencil, and a robot. And this program is not possible without Christy Riley, the teacher, who has taken on, I just asked her, would you do this? And she said yes, and it is phenomenal what she is doing. And we appreciate the job that they do. It's Dr. Seuss-Lee, in case you didn't know, got my Seuss shoes on. But we are very proud of the job that they've done, very proud of Gabby, very proud of Tyler, and we couldn't do it without Miss Riley. Thank you.
Wait. Don't run off. Okay, on 3. Look at me and smile. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Gotcha.
Congratulations, Gabby. Okay, our next recognition, we have a state swim team with us. So Mr. Whalen, Jim Whalen, and Robin Whalen will come forward and tell us about their accomplishments. Thank you.
These are some good-looking boys right here. I'm just telling you, look at them. I was here a few months ago, and I got to talk about swimming. Those are my middle school kids. These are my high school kids that we have, and this is the Cherokee team that we have, and they qualified for the state swim meet the 9th and 10th in Nashville, Tennessee. As teachers, we always tell our kids, just do your best. That's just what we say. And I try to keep it simple, too, and swim, do your best, but go fast. Well, there's one thing that doesn't lie in swim, and that's the clock. Clock doesn't lie. Clock tells you whether you're going fast or you're going slow. And just go down there and let's do our best. But there was close to 150 teams down there, and we swam 6 races. We had a couple individual races, some boys, and we had a couple relay teams. We scooted people around, and in those 6 races, we set 6 school records, 6 PRs. Can't do any better than that. We moved up where our entry time was, and had a great meet. Just an absolute astounding meet. The one thing about swim, though, is it's unclassified. So we're swimming against schools that have 3,000 kids, or we're swimming against schools that have kids that are private schools where they allow scholarships, bring in people from out of country, and we're racing against them. A lot of competition. I'm proud of these kids. We had a great season, All these guys here, just a couple of them are just getting their license. And we practice up at the Aquatic Center, and they have to have help from people in the back. And I always say this, we can't do this without our parents. And our parents in the back help our kids get back and forth between Rogersville and the Aquatic Center all the time. So I have to thank them, because it's a 45-minute ride up to the Aquatic Center. So I'm appreciative of them. Let me introduce you to them. We'll be back next year too, I'm just going to tell you. All right, on the end right here, Ben Goddard. Ben, raise your hand right there. Ben's a junior. Right there in the next area right there. Mr. Good Looking right here. Noah Hawk. Noah's a sophomore. This was his second year going also. Mr. Good Looking with the arms right here. Nolan Kenner is our favorite right here. Nolan is a junior. Next, remember this name. You just remember it out of Hawkins County. He's going to be one of the best swimmers around. He's also one of the top swimmers in the Southeast right now. Ethan Bowman. Ethan is a freshman right now. Just really killing it right now. And this young fellow right here, I've just got to get on him right there. The last 2 weeks of the season, when we were going there, I wouldn't let him swim anything else but the breaststroke, because that's what he was going to do. So that's John Good. John's for 2 weeks swam breaststroke, and he actually helped us immensely for all the hard work that he put in, and he's a junior also. We've got two kids that are not here today that are down in Chattanooga at the, what's it called? Skills, you know what to say? Is that right? Yeah, y'all know more than I do. They're down there, but they're good. Ollie Ogden and Aiden Harris. But these guys are good, and remember these pictures, because we'll be back. I appreciate it.
Okay. On three. 1, 2, 3.
Now, Coach, when you say we'll be back, does that include the two of you?
We'll see.
Well, I won't be retiring. Some of us are old enough to retire.
Good job, fellas.
Congratulations. Okay, Dave Kenner is going to tell us about some information from the Hawkins Foundation. That'll be our last recognition for the evening.
I hope she got the samples.
So Debbie Crystal really should be the one presenting this, but in her stead, prior to Christmas break, I got a phone call from Debbie Crystal, who is our grant writer, and she asked, she told me that she had found a grant opportunity, and when she told me what it was, I thought, there is no way. She said, this grant opportunity is from the Arby's Foundation, and I'm going to write it to help pay off all student lunch debt. Well, at the time, that's a pretty hefty amount. This was just before Christmas, so this was just before our district and the board allowed us to go completely 100% CEP, which allows all students to receive meals for free. So I haven't had an opportunity, but thank you all for that. So I provided her the data that she needed. She ran with that. So just very recently, we were notified that Hawkins County was selected for this grant to alleviate all student lunch debt. And I was going to tell you just a little bit about the Arby's Foundation. If you go to their website, one of the first things that they say is dream big.
It says, we believe every kid deserves to dream big and pursue their dreams with confidence. We help kids achieve their dreams by supporting childhood hunger, youth leadership, and career readiness initiatives, and they sure do. They do lots of different types of grants, not just about hunger in schools, lots of different things. And to date, they have given more than $100 million to youth-related causes. So if you go to Arby's and you go through the drive-thru or you're paying at the cash register and they ask you, would you like to donate to the Arby's Foundation? Well, this is exactly what it goes for. It goes to the youth in lots of different communities. And so Dr. Bailey has the check here that was presented last week from the Arby's Foundation. And so it's just north of $16,000.
You want to get the whole school board?
So we want to really
You guys get your picture taken too.
To the Arby's Foundation for their generosity, and to Debbie Fresnel for searching this out, finding it, and being awarded.
You guys in there too? Okay, you guys ready? On three. Look at me and smile. 1, 2, 3. Give me one more. 1, 2, 3. Gotcha. I'm sure it's a good one.
Thank you. Ms. Kent, that Arby's Foundation money that we received, is that local Arby's or is that nationwide?
It's their nationwide foundation. The folks that came down to present it were from the local regional Arby's area, the managers and their marketing manager from, I believe she was from Indiana. So they drove a long way to come and be generous.
Well, thank you for your efforts, you and your staff. Okay, that's all we have for recognitions. Now we need to get back on our agenda, conflict of interest statement and code of ethics. Dr. Bailey, if you could read that for us, please.
Those of you who have a personal conflict of interest and or an indirect conflict of interest, do you acknowledge these conflicts of interest for all purposes and actions of this meeting?
I do.
Let the record reflect that all did on both conflicts.
Thank you, Dr. Bailey. Any board member reports at this time? Public comments? None. Student board representatives?
We do have a student board representative report from Ms. Katie McLean, Volunteer High School.
We need to thank her for the donut.
Thank you for a cupcake.
Should we sing happy birthday to her? Yesterday was her birthday.
My wife's birthday too yesterday.
Oh, what? Come on, we were singing you too.
Sing to her on the phone.
Start us out. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gabby. Happy birthday to you.
Out of 18 years of life, I still don't know what to do when people sing me happy birthday. I'll try to keep my report short since we have so many recognitions.
But for February, since our principal, Deanna students, and a few of our teachers went to the Ron Clark Academy, we have now started our days off in the commons areas and in the gym with music, and they play music that we like mainly, or some other teachers like. Our teachers and staff have helped us with our FAFSAs and getting into our higher education. Our extracurriculars are thriving. There's an Easter egg hunt theme planned for Key Club. Our senior band members are hosting a spaghetti dinner soon. Our TSA is currently representing volunteer in Chattanooga at their state leadership conference. Tonight, Beta Club is hosting another Chick-fil-A night, so if you need dinner plans, you can go get Chick-fil-A after this and support our club. Our Special Olympics team played basketball with the Lady Falcons, coaching and cheering them along the way. And our clubs have also helped those in our community. Beta Club has helped with monetary donations and donation drives for the recent house fire victims. And the Unity was leading a drive for the bus driver's family. In our sports, senior JC Begley was a runner of the year for the state of Franklin track club. And she is the first VHS female runner to receive this award. Our VHS Lady Falcons basketball season has come to an end with a few titles of district champions and conference champions. And now our spring sports are starting as well. And our CTE is also doing great things. Our CTE on Wheels has recently been going on Fridays to different schools talking about their programs and how younger students can get into these. To name a few things that they do, agri-science brings their chicken along, which is interesting to say the least. Engineering brings different robots to let the students look at, and criminal justice has brought drug goggles in the past to let staff and students use. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Kids, is it your birthday? Okay.
So throughout February, Clinch has been very full of life. On February 7th, Clinch School congratulated a student from our junior class, Kamina Esperon. Kamina was the winner of the Wonderworks Art Contest, 2023 to 2024. Kamina titled her piece, The Natural World, and her art will be on display at Wonderworks and Pigeon Forge for the next year. On February 9th, the elementary portion of Clinch celebrated their 100th day of school. They made an assortment of projects and crafts showing their excitement. Clinch's middle school Beta Club organized a Valentine's Day gift fundraiser, and they were selling assortments of Valentines and sweet treats being sent to the person of your choice. On February 20th, in a touching scene, seniors and kindergartners snapped tapping down pictures marking the passage of time and a heartfelt display of beginnings and farewells. On February 23rd, we celebrated Principal Appreciation Day, decorating the halls with posters and pictures, and senior Brooke Farrell worked extremely hard to bring together an appreciation video. In honor of our principal, Mr. Roach, students from Clinch collected donations for the junior members of the Hawkins County Rescue Club. First of all, I'd like to say I'm back. I'm glad to be back. Fortunately, I had an injury that put me out for a couple months, but I'm back. So for Cherokee, seniors met with the FAFSA to make sure it was complete. Seniors are allowed to go on a college campus tour or a career exploration site on March 12th while the juniors are taking the ACT. 8th grade night was this past Thursday, and this allowed upcoming freshmen to come take a tour of Cherokee High School and meet some of their teachers. They even got a glimpse of some of the clubs that take place at Cherokee. For instance, future health professionals were taking blood pressure. The culinary provided the food for the night, and the chess co allowed others to challenge them that night and play chess. The yearbook staff is in the middle of getting ready for a big sale because books are limited. Nursing ed students are about to complete their first section of clinicals and will start at the hospital next week after spring break. Spring sports have started, and the Cherokee Band is receiving donations for a silent auction that will take place on April 1st. And Band was also given an excellent rating of the most recent concert assessment.
It's always good to get an update from our high schools. Thank you for doing that. At this time, it's before the board for the approval of minutes from the February 1, 2024 board meeting. So moved. We have a motion. Second. Any further discussion? If none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None opposed. That is approved. Now it's time for approval of outline and format of the agenda. Is any board member wish to pull any item for discussion? And that would be A, 1 through 8, and B under consent agenda. And if everyone is satisfied with the agenda and doesn't have anything to pull, the board is open for a motion for approval of the agenda. We have a motion. Okay, we've got a motion, we've got a second. No further debate. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None opposed. The agenda is approved. That brings us to, do we have anyone, delegations from HCEA? Education Committee of the Hawkins County Commission. Anyone? Report. Dr. Bailey, if you don't mind, I'll just take the reports. Executive Committee approval, Vision student to Tennessee School for the Blind, Nashville, Tennessee, Wednesday, February 28th, 2024, from 11 a.m. through Thursday, February 29th, 2024 at 10 p.m. Executive approval approved on 2/7/2024. That brings us, Dr. Bailey, do you have anything to add? Okay. So, we'll get on with it. Consent agenda. The floor is open for a motion. Have a motion. Second. We have a second. Any further debate? If none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None opposed. Consent agenda is approved. That brings us to and that included B also. A 1 through 8 plus D. So we're done with that. Do we have any unfinished business? No unfinished business? Any new business before the board? If not, if the board would grant me the opportunity, I would like to take the podium, please. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow board members, student representatives, everyone sitting in here tonight, and if Mr. Bobo has this broadcasting, I'd like to say a few words about what our system's just gone through and what a family has gone through. I had an opportunity to participate in something I've never seen done before. A lot of people have never seen anything, what took place in the honor of one person. And I was very, very fortunate to be able to witness the compassion from across the great state of Tennessee for one person. I pulled on to Cherokee High School's parking lot and I seen those buses. And I thought to myself, how fortunate am I to be able to witness this and understand why it is happening. Since I've been on this Board of Education, I've learned a lot through reading, research, and so forth. But the most important thing that I could learn as a person happened to me when I pulled into that parking lot because of one person. You know, I've heard the adage, one person can make a difference or one person don't make a difference, whichever side of the table that you're on. Well, I'm on the side of the table that one person can make a difference. Now, where I'm going with this is family. I mentioned family at the beginning of me coming to this podium, and I felt out of respect for this person's family, I didn't want to sit behind there because I want my words to be heard. And I hope I don't offend anyone in some of these words. And I hope I can touch some folks with these words. Family's a big word if you believe in it. Family is the word you can't live without. Family is also a word that makes you mad as all get out. That's what family is. It's give and take. And now I'm going to say the name. Alita. I got to know Alita. And she was a very, very special person. So now we know who we're talking about. We've said the name. We know the family is suffering. And I'm not talking about the immediate family. I'm talking about the family of Hawkins County Schools. And that includes the students Alita touched during her 30-year career, the employees that have come and gone in Alita's 30-year career, the parents that Alita touched in her 30-year career. That's something special. That's very special. Because it's family. Family within Hawkins County Schools and across the state now, because her brothers and sisters that's involved in transportation honored her by coming all the way up from Nashville. 120 buses. That's a lot of buses, folks. And the people volunteered their time for someone named Alita that works for Hawkins County Schools in East Tennessee. Now talk about respect for one person to get that kind of respect. But you know why she got it? You know why she got that respect? She lived her life that way. She gave the respect to others. She gave the respect to others. She deserved to get that respect back. You live your life the best you can possibly live your life. And it pays off in the end, does it not? We don't live for today, we live for tomorrow. That's what my mother always told me. And the older I get, the more I see of it. But when I got on that bus, Debbie and I had an opportunity to get on the family bus and speak with the immediate family and her husband. Yeah, we all did. Yeah, Jackie went on before us, and Debbie and I went on together. I'm sorry about that. But seeing that family and for such a tragedy to take place, and for such a person as Alita, the goodness that she had in her heart, and the goodness she spread around her co-workers, and the goodness she spread around the students. I could go on and on saying that word goodness because that's what it was. I've talked to a lot of people. I've talked to her myself. For 30 years, you don't make it 30 years and keep a smile on your face unless you're full of goodness. We can't take that away. That don't go away because it's natural. It's in your heart. And that's what Alita had. But it was a difficult situation talking with that family, but you know they had compassion. They had compassion for each other. They'll never understand why that has to happen. It's not our job to ask why. We want to. But there was a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Now I'm going to move along. Because I feel like Alita deserves the respect that she deserves. And she's gotten it. And going to continue to get it. And I'm going to end with this. I think we all need to have what I'm calling an Alita Day. You're going, what in the world is he talking about? An Alita Day. Well, and that day when I define this, you'll understand. And that day could be 7 days a week, that could be 1 day a week, that could be any day you choose, and it's going to be an Alita Day. And that Alita Day is, let's think about Alita and how she lived her life and the people she touched, and let's see if we can have that goodness in us on that Alita Day. You're having a bad day, right? You're frustrated, things ain't going right. Let's think about having an Alita Day. All right, I'm just going to turn it around. I'm going to make it better. I'm going to pass it on. I'm going to pass it on. The goodness of such an employee that loved, and I think I can use that word, that loved doing what she did. I think she's in a good place. I think she was very well received. So think about that Alita Day. I want to thank you for allowing me to say these words. Thank you. Can we get the dates of our next meetings, please? Any board members have anything before this board? Anybody else?
Make a motion to adjourn.
We're adjourned.